My name's David Garneau. I'm a university professor. I'm head of the visual arts department at the University of Regina, and I'm a painter, curator, and a writer. This project, the paintings for the Tawatinâ Bridge, was commissioned by the Edmonton Arts Council. So I was originally commissioned to do 100 pieces, and when I saw the size of the bridge and kind of the relative scale of things I'd be making, I decided to go for more. In the end, I'm not sure, there were quite a few pieces that didn't quite make the cut, and I've had the different school groups I had here yesterday trying to count. I kept losing count, and I had one child in yesterday morning say there are precisely 544. And I said, really? Because there was another group that said there was 545, and he said, well, they're incorrect. I'm positive. It's hilarious. I love that they were counting. It was a big honor and a big challenge to do this project. I grew up in the Northmount area and went to school in the Oliver area and downtown, and spent so much time, all my childhood, going through the monkey trails and the ravines and going along the river. The way it's designed for most of the section, it runs from the mostly indigenous stuff on the south side and moving towards settler stuff, middle, but right here actually, right at this pillar is where that part ends, and then they're just sort of random extra bits on this side. And what I'm really interested in is the connections people will make when they see, oh, wait a minute, what's this? And then you see a bottle with fire in it, and it's fire water. And kids will even make the connection, fire water, what is that? And then someone's got to explain the history of what happened there. Or the money nexus, what happens when suddenly you've got to do insurance or taxes, or how does that affect it? So there's things around it that make connections. There's a logic to it, so on the land side, there's more of the land animals and the plants. On either side, in the middle, it's mostly birds and watercraft and fish. Kids will start making sense of how come that's there, not there, and when you explain it, they just love going back and forth and figuring it all out. It's a big team effort. There's 19 people who helped out on the project. Most of them were First Nations and Métis, but we had people from all kinds of other cultures, from China, from India, all over the place. My favorites change from time to time, but I love the dragonfly for its final effect. In changing lighting conditions, the iridescent paint shifts around. I really like that. There's some that former students did. Matthew did this wonderful treaty metal and the teepee top looking up through the teepee. I love those. Some people yesterday were coming through. They didn't know what that teepee thing was, and as soon as I explained it, they said, oh, I get it. I like things that are a little bit of a slow burn. For me, part of this project was about reconciliation. And for me, reconciliation means the reconnecting with the Papaschase Cree, personally myself and Chief Calvin Bruno. He's a descendant of Chief Papaschase. I'm a descendant of Laurent and Eleanor Garneau. And Papaschase and Garneau were best buds. And so he and I at various times have told the story of their friendship. There's a lot of references to the Papaschase Cree disenfranchisement of their land, especially in the south side. When I was walking up and down the pedestrian bridge that was preceded this bridge, the natural side came up. That's why there's so many medicines and animals on there. The river's been really central. The idea of being in a city, but in this country pastoral paradise is, just embedded in my childhood. So the idea of being able to make something, and not for a building downtown, but suspended in the space between two sides. You know, the Métis mostly settled on the south side and the settlers mostly on the north side. The idea of sort of bridging that, this moment of reconciliation, all of that, it just makes sense.